Let's make chili with walnuts. Grind up your walnuts to the size you want them to be. Add some oil to a pot and add your ground up walnuts. Don't forget to soak your walnuts overnight before doing this. That makes them more tender so you don't have to cook them as long. Put them in the pot and saute them for about 5 minutes. Make sure you add a little bit of water. These steps are necessary with the walnuts so they're not too crunchy in your final product. Then you take them out of the pot, set them to the side like you would do if you had ground beef or ground turkey. And you add more oil to a clean pot. And then you start to saute your veggies. For this recipe, I used one whole green pepper, about 3/4 of a white onion, or you can use a whole white onion or onion, any kind of onion, and I use shallots. I use 2 shallots for this recipe. The size and amount is really up to you and how much you want. I wanted to make enough to last for a few days. When you make dishes like chili, it's always up to your preference how much you want. You can use yellow pepper, you can use orange, and you can even use red. I have used them all over the years. I've been making chili for a very, very long time. This version is my favorite because it's vegan, and with the walnuts, I don't really miss the actual meat. So you saute your veggies until you think they're tender enough. And then you add your tomatoes, diced tomatoes. Fresh is always best. If you don't want to do fresh, make sure your canned tomatoes are organic. I put 2 cans of 2 smaller cans. In this, you can use one if you'd like. And then you add your sauteed ground up walnuts. Make sure you mix everything in so that it's nice and incorporated and so it can be evenly cooked. Don't cook everything too much in the beginning because remember, we're going to simmer it towards the end. Once you get that going, let it incorporate for like 3 minutes. Then you add whatever beans you'd like. I chose to use chickpeas. Add your seasonings. I used 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin. Those are not on Dr. Sebi's approved list. This is not a Dr. Sebi approved chili because of those 2 ingredients, but it is vegan. I also added about a tablespoon of oregano. Once again, you can use whatever spices and seasonings that you would like. Get it all well incorporated and mixed in. Then you add water. A lot of people use vegetable stock. I never find it necessary because this is going to create its own broth. I did not measure the water. I eyeballed it. I probably could have put a half of a cup less. Don't worry about that. The flavor is still going to be there if you use too much water. And then you add your sea salt. Celtic sea salt is the best. Try not to use Himalayan pink sea salt. That's the reasons why is for a whole nother video. It's just not the OG of sea salt. This is where you add your cayenne pepper. You can use cayenne pepper flakes. Make it as spicy as you want. And then you let it simmer for about 20 minutes. If you want some of the water removed, simmer it uncovered. If not, cover it up. It really doesn't make that big of a difference, in my opinion. I've done it both ways. Let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Taste it. If it's not to your liking, let it go a little longer. All the spices and herbs should be very well incorporated at this point. If you feel like it's still too liquidy when you serve it, just use a spoon with holes. And here you have it, a bowl of vegan chili with walnut meats. I like to add avocado to mine. You can use vegan chili, vegan cheese, or whatever you would like.